so sorry. Part 2. You know, we were ready so well in advance.
We really were.
We were. Today. Next thing to add to the prep list is to get all that stuff off of the iPad. All of our switcher files can go on a hard drive. Lesson learned. Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to be stamping this linen dress part 2 with the IOD Rural Scenes stamp. So we have given a little bit of an introduction in the first part of this video, but quickly I'll tell you that we are going to be stamping a border scene along the bottom of this dress, and a never before done by me on a white linen dress, and we're using China Blue ink by IOD. So I hope, just keep your fingers crossed for me. This might be a little bit of a nail biter, but we're going to walk through stamping, layering, creating a composition with these stamps, and then using the free reusable masks that come with your stamp. And what do I do with those? So let's give it a try. Everything that I'm using today, Megan has created a collection list, which is in the pinned comment on Facebook.
And also it's in the description. It's in the description on Facebook and YouTube.
Exactly. So you can find all of our supplies listed there. And let's get this party started.
Let's try this again, and thank you everybody for coming back. Rose asks, did you have to wash the dress first? Of course she didn't.
Megan, I'm going to say Rose, of course. Actually, the best practice is always, always, always to wash and dry your fabric pieces first. Actually, I do need a thin mount.
Yeah. Want a fresh one?
Yeah, please. Use a thin mount. I'm going to use a thin mount, and we're gonna do a practice one on my actual linen dress over here at the edge. So that's where we're going to start it, and then I'll gradually move my way down. What I've done is this is I did have a piece of cardboard under here, but it was a corrugated cardboard.
Not good.
And so this is what happened. See the ridges? I don't want those ridges happening on my dress. So I decided to get rid of the cardboard. I'm just going on a straight, this is the little protective sheet, stamp sheet that's under here, and then I have my brown paper. So let me pop this on. Try to keep us in camera here. And
everything you're doing is so dangerous.
I know it is. And then I have filled my stamp pad. This is China Blue ink, and I am pressing down onto the stamp. Now, the other thing that I really want to watch out for is any place that I might get ink on my thin mount. See this right here? And I'll have a baby wipe handy. And I'll have a baby wipe handy.
Oh.
And I'll have a baby wipe handy to actually wipe away any excess ink that I get on my thin mount so that it doesn't go on.
Lourdes, we are back live on Facebook too, if you would prefer to go there. But both places are showing the same thing now.
What's that?
Lourdes just said, I'm glad you're live here. Facebook's not showing live. We had some technical difficulties, so we had to start over.
You know what? I am technically difficult, to be honest with you.
No, you're actually very good. You really are.
Okay, so let's, you know another thing? Can I get a pair of scissors? I'm going to cut this right in half. It's going to make it a little more manageable for me.
Yeah, the China Blue ink is really pretty, isn't it, Stephanie?
There we go. I am literally like trying to put my inks like as far away from me as possible while I'm doing this. My ink pad.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna get this. I want to press this in place. So I have layered my composition. You can see here how I have layered some elements on top of the others. And then what we'll do is remove the upper layers, stamp what's behind. I'm going to stamp my first layer first and then come back in and use that mask and do the layer on top. So I don't want to shift this, and I want to press this right into place, making sure that I don't shift. Use one hand to hold it in place and the other to press that stamp and the ink right down into that textile. And I'm going to take a little peek, and there we go. There's number one. All right. Whoo!
Do you want me to wipe that off right away?
Yes, if you would. Then I'm going to take, and honestly, this whole pattern here is created using, so I don't have to repeat elements. Then I'm going to lay these two guys on here. I had these, and remember that this is that kind of like dirt area that I'm going to stamp over top of this.
I wish you could come up with a better word
I know.
than just dirt.
So I'm going to stamp that over top of that. Now I can lay down my thin mount again, press and get both of these lifted. And I'm gonna, oh Laura Jean, you wanted to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm stamping onto, down onto my
Ground
stamp.
cover, Corinne. Yes, that's lovely.
Ground cover, perfect. I'll wipe away any little bit of excess. Remember, Megan does have a collection list. Everything that we're using today you can find at ellenjgoods.com.
Except the baby wipes.
And except the white linen dress. You're on your own with that one, but like how cute would this be like on an oversized t-shirt to create as a tunic? It would be so cute. Okay, so now we will lay this down without shifting. I'm so nervous. This is like doing that one ice skating dresser, I swear, when I did that live.
That was cool.
That was a nail biter. And there we go. I'm kind of liking it so far.
Jane said I might not be able to watch this.
Jane, I know. So what we'll do is I will be laying this over the top. Okay.
Okay. Grambo asks, wondering how long it will be for the ink to dry before putting a mask over it.
Well, Grambo, it is, it's in there right now. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to do a mask right over top of this. We're going to get right into it. How about that? Then I can move it along. You know, I could just move my way down. So I'm looking for the mask that goes with this stamp, and it's right there. So I want to layer it right over top. See that? So that's going to cover up that stamp. See this, guys? Then I want to find this little guy. There's got to be an easier way to like label these somehow. I'm going to figure it out, right? Everything is sticking to everything right now. So
the French word for soil in reference to grapevines and winemaking, pronounced terroir. That would be nicer than dirt.
oh, I do like that. So where is this little guy? Oh, see, I have to really look for... It's terrible, isn't it?
It's a puzzle.
It is a puzzle. But I think once you what I could have done is I could have laid these out ahead of time. Oh, there it is. It's
Patty
right there.
Levine is here. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. We miss you, Patty. So here we go. I have laid these masks down over top of what I have already stamped. See that?
Yes, the stamp sets, Stephanie, do come with the masks.
They do. Okay, now I have my little terroir. And I want my little thin mount. Good Lord, I have stuff sticking to everything right now.
Hey, Peggy. I'm so glad that you're enjoying watching us. We're now streaming to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time every time we go live, so you can watch either place. Hey, Al.
Okay, I'm trying to get this so you have a good view of what's going on.
Oh, Jane asked me how the band trip was. It was very good. It's a great experience for the kids. It's a whirlwind. It's exhausting. I had a challenging group of girls that I was responsible for, but we made it through, and hopefully they learned some life lessons. A lot of these kids have never even been to a hotel before, so there's lots for them to learn, but that learning curve can be challenging at times.
For sure, right?
But we made it, and I'm so
thankful to be home.
I'm thankful to be home, and I'm just very thankful that the kids could have that experience. I think it's very cool that they do that. And
okay, so see what happened here is I stamped right over top of that mask, and it allowed me to ink all the way around this, so it looks like they're kind of
That's cool.
set into the dirt.
It's Katie's first time watching live. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Welcome. Everybody say a big hello to Katie.
And I'm sorry that we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, and I think that what I'm going to do is probably go back and delete part 1, and I'll just share the information that I've shared all along anyway. So so there we go. We have got it. I do have a bit of ink smudge right there. Heaven only knows where that came from, but it's okay because I can do something like this, which I think I will do.
The painted spindle, she says her son left yesterday for a band trip to Disney. My kids got to do that. Oh my gosh, I think it's been 7 years, if you can believe that, since that band trip.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to kind of make this become right a part of this whole scene, and I'm covering up that little bit of an ink smudge. Again, it could have come from my gloves. It's where you have to be really careful. Work slowly.
Yes, Leah, it is a challenge. Leah used to take the students to Washington, D.C., but it's just, I think it's so good for them. It's a great way for them to learn to be independent in a safe environment.
You guys, I am loving this already. I am loving this already.
Oh, it's Tabitha's first time here too, from South Florida.
Welcome. That's so awesome.
How did you find us?
Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're going to move down now and do this next little section.
It's working, Mom.
It's working. It is. It's working. Okay. So let me, I'm going to lay this out. Let's lay this little section out here again. And I'm going to show you something different. What if I want these trees to be behind my little bit of dirt here?
Terroir.
Terroir here. Okay, so let's think about that. Okay, so see how when I stamped over here, the trees are over top of that terroir dirt? Now I want them to be behind this. So this will be, I gotta think. This is going to be the first element that I stamp down. I always get this mixed up because I want these over. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's take these out. These beautiful cypress. And we're gonna pop that tree up there, okay? So this is what we're gonna lay down first. All right, so let me get this guy on here just to make it easier to handle. I'm gonna stamp this.
The smudge came from the mask, everyone's saying.
Probably, yep, probably.
Tabitha said she's been watching for a long time, but she's never caught us live.
Oh, good.
What about you, Katie? How'd you find us? Jane said, wait until I tell my husband he has terroir on his jeans.
Get your muddy terroir boots out of here. JR, wipe the terroir off of your boots before you come in the
Before you
house.
enter this home.
Okay, so let's lay this down. And I don't want to shift.
You want to make sure probably that you're staying like the same distance from the hem.
Well, I'm going to be adding some other elements in a little bit, so.
Fine.
Okay. So now what I need is the stamp, the mask for this piece right here.
Hi, Liz.
All right, and we're gonna lay this right over top. So you know something? Here's the thing, Grambo. I mean, it sinks in pretty quickly, so I'm okay with laying that mask right over top of that. I mean, ideally, you know, I would probably not, but. And then I'm going to lay these guys on here.
John says, Lynn, why are you wearing gloves?
Why? Because I don't want to get ink all over my everything, which I've already
ink.
done. Let's put that one there. And we're going to do one of these guys right here. Okay. No, maybe not. Maybe we're just going to do those. Megan, you are literally like, I'm so nervous.
Well, I just didn't like that giant bush next to that
I didn't like
little
that
tree.
giant bush there either. I need one of my thin mounts. Okay. Nice clean thin mount. I'm cleaning it after every thing. And then I'm going to lay this down to pick up my stamps. And here they go. I'm lifting it up. Okay, let's see. My mask is there. It's also hard to not spread out here. I don't have like the space to really spread out, so. All right, and now we're gonna.
John thought maybe you didn't want to mess up your manicure.
No, actually I'm going to get a manicure. See how close I am to the edge here with this blue ink? I'm gonna have a whole flock of ducks up there. And I know
Liz says, I'm patiently waiting for the transfers to come in. Same.
Same.
She said, do you hear the tick-tock in my head? I hear the one in my head.
We are hearing a resounding tick-tock from all of our friends and followers.
Yes, I promise. I'm going to get them to you so quickly as soon as we get them. Everybody should be getting hopefully has already gotten any stamps or molds that they ordered separately, and the inlay.
So see what I'm doing is I am carefully, like anywhere where I may have ink on this. I mean, this is not a project for the faint of heart,
No,
right?
this is a pro project.
This is pro. So I would
Lori
start...
said I'm holding my breath every time you touch the fabric.
Lori. Yeah, I get it. I just want to
Oh,
make
this is smart. Cassandra from Pecan Porch puts small corresponding numbers on her stamps and masks so she can quickly find them.
That's a great idea.
That sounds like a job for Leah Bigford Daniel.
Doesn't it though? Okay,
Yes.
and I'm gonna make sure that my mask is covering that area there, and then watch what a difference it makes. It's so cool to me. Okay. I just moved this.
Liz said, I think anytime you use masks with stamping, you mean business.
Oh man. I'm afraid I smudged my tree here.
The
We'll
ink
see.
is blue, Tegan, yes. Cheryl got her order yesterday, yay. Yes, it was a holiday weekend, remember.
I know.
Hello, Sabrina from British Columbia.
Hi, Sabrina. Okay. Now watch this. Voila, they come
That's
from
cool.
behind. They come from behind. Isn't that so neat?
That is neat.
So neat. I'm gonna give these to you. Excuse me. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm like a nervous wreck here. I'm gonna do another little layer of dirt here with this bush down here.
I like, Cheryl also recommended calling it landscaping, a bit of landscaping.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing some landscaping. That's all.
Yes.
That's all. Let me lift this guy up. Man, if I can get through the hem of one side of this skirt or dress,
It really is looking pretty, though.
I'm gonna be thrilled.
It's a cool stamp, though.
Oh, it's beautiful. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I love this. You know what? That is kind of like, for me, I always change my perspective on some of these stamps, inlays, molds, transfers after I get them in my hot little hands and I start to use them. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I never imagined how cool this could be. And then all of a sudden they turn into like one of my most favorite useful tools in my IOD arsenal. Okay, so I need that little bush. That little bush is not there, but it might be over here. So yeah, I think we're gonna label these. I'm looking for a little round bush. There it is. A little round shrub-a-dub. And we will put him on there. Okay. And then I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick this one up with my thin mount. And let's ink him up. Yeah, it's best not to ink over top of your white linen because then you have smudges. But you know me, I am a mess and a half, I'm telling you. Wipe away any excess ink. All right, and we're gonna lay this right over top. literally like, woo! You guys, I would only do this for you. I would only do this for you. live in front of like the whole world. Well, no, just a few.
Our world.
Just a few hundred of you. That's all. Okay, and we're gonna set this guy aside and use him in a bit. All right, so there we go. We have now. Let's look how pretty. Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
And I'll come in again. I'll come in with some other little bits as I finish this out. But let's go down to this last section here.
Isabel's here from Portugal. Fiona's here from South Africa.
Isabel, I want to come to Portugal.
Fiona is wishing and dreaming they had IOD in South Africa. She loves the stamps.
Oh, dear me. Oh, if we can help in any way to get those to you, please reach out and let us know. We once had a customer who we shipped a lot. She had actually a New York State box, P.O. box.
Yeah.
And then from there it went to...
I don't know how it worked.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to lay my design down here.
I don't believe she's adding any critters, Stephanie.
I'm not doing any critters.
She's begging for critters.
Sorry. Let that be on the next thing.
Sandy, I would appreciate a doctor's note. Because you are quite late, actually.
Oh, Sandy. You know, Megan, here's the thing that we need to talk to people about. Mm-hmm. The fact that these videos are available on replay is a beautiful thing, but
it really means a lot to us when you're here on time, right? Okay. So.
Please know that we are just having fun with you. I can just see, like, wow, there.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, we have a couple new people here.
Yes, it is. Well, you can kind of explain that it's a little ongoing joke. Megan is my daughter, and she
president of HR.
She's the president
at Ellen J. Jones.
Yes, that means basically what?
I rule with an iron fist.
She does rule with an iron fist. Can I have that little terra firma?
Is it on here?
It's the one it's right
this
there.
One?
Yep. Thank you.
And I don't tolerate lateness. I have files on each and every one of our followers, and there will be consequences.
And please know that this is certainly we're joking.
Okay.
We're joking. Those of you that are new here, oh, my goodness, we could scare them away in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna pull this one back, and I'm gonna get this one down. I am putting a little cottage in there.
And honestly, if you do have a signed and notarized statement or a doctor's note, I will obviously excuse those absences. I'm not a mad woman.
You can work with her.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's tuck this little cottage right under the tree.
Hi, Donna.
I think I'm gonna really, really like this.
Yeah.
Hoping everybody can see okay.
Yes, Sandy. Sandy said they gotta have thick hide to hang with us.
That's true. Right?
Even just to watch Mom do this project, you have to have that.
Oh, that's so cool. Megan is cleaning my stamps as I go, which I truly appreciate.
You can probably hear them squeaking. Yeah, I will accept a vet's note.
A vet? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, always.
Yes.
We
are
pet
lovers
related.
here at Ellen J.
Yes,
Goods.
we are. So now I'm going to lay the mask over top of this guy, this little cottage, and then I'm going to put this clod of dirt.
Yes.
It's going to go over top.
Sandy said I'm good at telling husbands to turn down the radio. Anything you want me to say to your husband, I'll say it.
Hey, where did I go? Where did that dirt piece go?
I have spoken to many a husband on here.
Where is that dirt piece?
I don't know, Mom.
Oh my gosh, I just had it. Oh, it's right there.
I just heard it.
On the floor. Covered in dust.
Great.
Okay.
I discovered at camp that many husbands are out here buying headphones for their wives so they don't have have to hear me in the car. There is a bird in the background too, Mary Jo. I can hear that. So it's either that or me wiping the stamps.
There's a bird on a wire out there. You know what just cracks me up? Although I would do the same thing, is when you think about, like, we're just literally stamping stuff on cloth. Mm-hmm. And people are willing to, like, hold their breath, bite their nails, to hang here with us and see how this is going to turn out.
Well, they've seen it work out many times. And also, if it doesn't work out, they want to know.
Absolutely. Because guess what, you guys? This is my first time using this stamp. My first time even doing this on a dress. Oh,
cute.
My gosh. Oh, yeah. All right, absolutely precious. And then we were going to ink this one to put over here.
Is it dirt or water? Who knows?
And we want to add a little.
Betty would like to know how you're going to seal the ink.
Well, we don't seal it. What we do is let this dry completely. I like to let it really dry for, I would say, a good 48 hours. And then I will heat set it with a hot iron, a dry hot iron. Now, keep in mind, you guys, that
Patty said I'm late all the time. No Tootsie Rolls in my packages.
oh,
And she said, sorry, Megan, I was searching for my binoculars so I could see the scale when weighing myself. I guess they're actually opera glasses. That's from Grey Gardens.
Yep.
I'm so glad that you loved that, Patty.
She and her sister had a lot to talk about with that.
Yes.
That film.
Elena said she's watching from Chianti with a glass of rosé. I think it will be a while and a half before I try this.
You can just watch me, right? All right, so there we've laid our mask down. And really, it's just thinking through step by step.
Grandpa said this stamp would be good for covering up stains on that favorite shirt you didn't want to give up. You're right.
You got that right.
Patty said she was feeling the same about this stamp. She was thinking it was beautiful but unsure how she would really use it. But now, well, I knew you would fix that for me.
There you go, right? Okay, so let's do this, all right? Now, I want you to notice that down here, we got a little clump of dirt down here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Never mind. I'm not gonna complicate things. Me complicate things? No.
Rachel says, where did her comment go? I love that you do this because you're so talented and we get different ways of making crafts. Thank you so much. That's nice,
you.
Rachel.
Sometimes these little guys pick themselves up on a stamp too.
Yes.
So
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's cool to see your placement of the stamps. That's where they would struggle.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I will say too, like, I didn't know until I started laying it out and playing around with some different arrangements. But certainly, I mean, here's a piece of brown craft paper. Like, just play with it, even on a journal page. Try it on just a tea towel. Try just a couple of pieces at a time. Like, don't go full out, like, all right, I'm going to do the entire, like, a whole set of draperies. You know what I mean? Just because you can, I'll tell you where you can find some toile. Not have to make your own. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, canvas bags would be a great
idea. Gosh, yeah. Now you do want to keep in mind, here's a little hot tip for you. This stamp has a lot of very fine detail on it. And so it's going to work best on a fabric which has a tighter weave. So could you use this on drop cloth? That's like kind of like the number one go-to that people want to know. Will it work on drop cloth? It will. You just might not get all of the detail. I mean, look at the tiny, tiny little leaves and bits that are on here. So that might not show up as well on a piece of fabric that has a more rugged or rustic weave.
Patty can't stop thinking about the Beals.
The Beals. Oh gosh, I know. Patty, did you know there's a documentary with Drew Barrymore?
That's not a documentary, it's a movie.
Oh, the movie. Yes, you're right. The movie. Sorry. So really, you guys, all I have to do now is flip this over and do the entire other side. I am not going to do that with you guys watching.
She is not stamping on a tablecloth or curtains, Joan. She's stamping on a white linen dress.
Yeah, and see, I got a little bit of ink right there because I'm kind of, like I said, I should have more room here to spread out, but I don't. I mean, our space is, we've got cameras and everything else.
Yes, those of people that came for camp, many of them commented on how much smaller it is back here than it seems on camera. It's not big.
But I mean, I'm honestly, here's the deal. If you walk fast enough, nobody's going to notice it.
Or you could cover it with another stamp.
I can put another goose there, right? But if you catch it quickly, you might be able to like wipe that out, which I just did. So, all right. So these, Megan, you can.
I have to go, actually.
Oh, you do? Oh, great.
Sorry to say.
What time is it?
It is 2:30.
It is 2:30. Okay, so let me just show you like how I might add a couple other little elements to kind of fill this in a bit. All right, so we can kind of move our way down and see if there are some spots that we want to fill in. I do want to keep this a little more sketchy because I think that it makes it a prettier design and a little less complicated to kind of set your eyes upon. You know what I'm saying? If there's like way too much detail on here, I think you kind of lose the detail, if that makes sense. And I'll just repeat a few of these smaller elements just to fill in a couple of little spots and spaces. Beautiful. I love it. We are just about done. with this side. Grab my other. Wow, that is so cool, you guys. I'm loving it. I really, really love this. I feel like I need to add a little something there because I have 4 trees, so we wanna just get a little tree there. Okay, what do we think so far, right? This is good. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. I mean, this is fantastic. This is great. I couldn't love this more. I'm thinking, like, how pretty would this be also on a tablecloth. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do. Let me get my little ducklings. Here they are. I feel like I need a little bit of movement right here. So we're going to get some ducks flying here. Sorry, I can't read comments now, but we are just about finished. After every time that I use this thin mount to stamp, I'm going to go in and clean up any ink that's on the thin mount or around the edge of the stamp. See that? I just kind of wrap in my fingernail here to get a little edge going. All right, so let's oh my gosh, I love it. Look at that. It's that little bit of movement that is so necessary for this composition. I think that it really does add just a fun element. And we want to add one more because we don't want to do let's pop this guy down here. Just that little suggestion of movement up along the dress. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I'm good with this. I'm really good with this. I'm going to continue to work on the back side, and I think I'm going to be wearing this. I will actually wear this piece because I think it's beautiful. I'm so excited. You guys, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you are over on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and help us. We are this close to reaching 15,000 followers. We'd love it if you'd leave a comment, share this. Even over on Facebook, please share. It's takes a second, share, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and we will be forever grateful to you. But there, we did it. We did it. We did it. It's the IOD rural scenes as a border along the bottom of this linen dress. So let me finish this up. I'll take some glamour shots, and we'll see you on Friday up here in the studio at L&J Goods. And you can find us at lnjgoods.com. Take care, guys. And that's a wrap.